Hello everybody, Lyndon Poskitt from lyndonposkittracing.com. We are 2 weeks away from my motorcycle shipping for the Dakar Rally 2013, so a lot's been going on, and that's probably why things have been a little bit quiet in terms of me updating my website. So I was in the garage tonight and thought, you know what, I need to get an update out to people. What's the quickest and easiest way of doing that? And I decided to use the iPhone and make a video update, so that's what I'm doing. It's been a while, so there's a bit to go through, but here we go. So the first thing I want to take you through is my foot. 10 weeks ago now I broke my 5th metatarsal, and it was quite a large break, a spiral fracture, 2 big spiral breaks, big surface area, and while I thought it was going to be 6 to 8 weeks to recover, 10 weeks down the line and it's still not really where I want it to be. In terms of Dakar, still 100% pushing forwards and planning to go. I think a little bit disappointed that I'm not on a motorcycle yet, but the priority for me is getting fit for Dakar, not jumping on a motorcycle and risk injuring it somewhat. So that's the update on that. I've also been having some specialist treatment, some electromagnetic therapy and also some laser therapy on the bone itself, just to try and stimulate some growth a little bit faster than normal. The guy that's doing that is called Brian Simpson. Many of you may know him in the UK. He's well known for healing many motorcycle racers, among other people, horse riders, boxers, people like that. And just walking into his office, you can see hundreds of pictures of thanks for the people that he's helped. So really like to thank him for his contribution towards the repair and also giving me confidence that I'll be fit for Dakar. So it's taking longer than anticipated, but I'm confident I'll be fit for Dakar, and that's the important thing. So moving on then, some of you will notice I haven't got glasses on, and I nearly always have glasses on apart from when I'm racing. I recently got sponsored by Optimax laser eye surgery specialists in the UK. Huge thanks to them for stepping up and doing that and offering me treatment. Now, it's something I've been thinking about for some time. It wasn't an easy decision, but finding out that my foot wasn't repairing quite as quickly as I'd liked, I realised I probably had a bit of time that I needed. You had so many weeks where you couldn't do any aggressive sports or anything. So I took the decision to get it done, and I've had both eyes treated, laser surgery on both eyes, and I'm pleased to report that 4 weeks down the line I've got 20/20 vision. I'm very happy with the result. Not suffered from many side effects at all, and I'm confident that there's some few small things that are left over will be cleared up by the time January comes for Dakar. So I'm really excited to ride a motorcycle without having to worry about contact lenses, dry eyes, and getting dust in your eyes with contact lenses, just all the sorts of things that those people that wear contact lenses know happen. So really excited to report that, and once again massive thanks to Optimax, and particularly Dr. Samuel, who did the surgery. He's the medical director of Optimax at the Leeds branch in the UK, and that's where I went for the treatment, so massive thanks to him. Moving on then from that, bike preparation, how's that going? Well, first of all, dyno testing. I've spent over 40 hours on the dyno now, getting the bike exactly where I want it. When it came from the factory, it wasn't as it should be, and so it needed a lot of work, and that's what I've been doing. And you know, I'm very meticulous about how a bike runs at the bottom end, mid-range and top end, and it was very important to get it all right. When I first got the bike, it only had top end, bottom end and mid-range were quite poor. I've turned that around now, changed many things, not just jetting. I've also changed the exhaust system, also managed to make it a little quieter, which is good, and I'm really happy with the results. I've probably sacrificed a little bit of top end power, we're talking 1.5 horsepower, but for mid-range torque, where I've probably got 5 or 6 foot-pound over what I had originally when I got the bike, so well, more than that. So I'm really happy with that. I've also done a little bit of testing simulation of what the bike would run like at altitude, just to give me an idea what I may need to change, and I'm confident that the bike will run at altitude well also, so that's really good. So moving on from dyno work, engines. Both engines are now prepared and sat on the bench in the workshop ready to go in the bike, or one to go in the bike. The number one engine that I'll be using for the Dakar is a brand new engine, come from the factory in KTM, and all I've done really is just double checked everything, top end, clutch, everything, and put the engine in the bike. And the second engine that I'll take as a spare is the engine that I've had in the bike all year, has about 8,000 kilometres on it, just freshened it up, and I'm taking that one with me as a spare. So that's the engines done. And the final bike design has been designed, and I'll put some pictures up on the website shortly, just to let you see it. I'm really happy with how it's turned out, and currently, like I say, the bike's in pieces. The frame and many other parts have gone away for paint, and we're slowly running out of time, as we've probably got, realistically, maybe, I don't know, 7-8 days to get the bike finished before it needs to get to Le Havre for scrutineering, etc. So we're really under pressure to get it all done, hence the video update. I really wanted to update people but didn't have the time to sit and write it all. So still on the bike then, what else have we got to mention? Spares. I've spent a lot of time making sure I've got all the right spares I need for Dakar, and ordering things, you know, little things from like pens for marking up road, but right through to big spares for the bike and electrical parts, things that could go wrong on the bike. And you know, hundreds of packages have been arriving over the past few weeks, just all part and parcel of preparing yourself for the Dakar. I'd really like to thank Woody's Wheelworks at this point. Woody actually contacted me after finding out late that I was doing the Dakar, and really wanted to support my my Dakar campaign, and I was really pleased to hear this. I mean, Woody supported me when I did the Baja 1000 in 2007. I've still got the same wheels on my KTM 950 60,000 miles later, and that's rad hubs with super laced rims, so super laced spoke arrangement with A60 rims, XL A60s, and they are really bomb-proof. So I'm sure that if they can withstand the life of 60,000 miles of me riding and racing my 950, they're the wheels that I want on my 450 Rally. So pleased to report that Woody himself, Chris, Zach especially at Woody's Wheelworks, really put the effort into getting me some really nice wheels to match my colour paintwork also. And they made me my wheels, etc., and delivered them within about 8 days, so I was really pleased with the turnaround time on that. I needed to get them quickly just so that I could get some time on them before I send the bike, just to have the confidence that everything's set up as I want it, and the brakes, and I've got the right brake pads, etc. So while I'm come on to brakes, I'd like to thank JJ and Keith at Galfa for supporting my campaign also. I'll be running Galfa discs and pads on my bike for the Dakar Rally, and I'm really excited about this. Again, I've used them on my KTM 950, so I'm confident in how they'll perform for me on the Dakar. So moving on then, I think a couple of other points on sponsorship while we're going through help and support. First, I'd like to thank Dell. Dell have contributed an XT3 notebook with a 360 swivel screen, touch screen, etc. Notepad type laptop for my Dakar campaign, and it's slightly ruggedised with a magnesium case and a toughened screen. So I'm really pleased to have a nice strong laptop to take with me and use, and to keep you guys updated as well. So that's loaded up with some airtime, so hopefully I'll be able to get some pictures over to you while I'm in Dakar doing the race. And finally, some of you may have seen through Facebook that recently I was at a friend's wedding, and we arrived at the wedding together on motorcycles. A very good friend of mine called Lee Reed has got a company called Elite Micro, and he has made a contribution. It's only a small company, but he's made a contribution to my Dakar campaign. I'd really like to thank Lee for what he's done there. It's really appreciated. And moving on then, my dad. I have to say a massive thanks to my dad. He's been a great help over the past few weeks. Things have been getting tough here with me hobbling around in a cast and really getting down to the nitty-gritty of getting the bike prepared. He's really stepped up to the mark, and he's driven over to my house. He's helped prepare stuff, which is not, it's a few hours away, so he's helped me strip the bike down, clean parts, get parts ready, prepared, paint parts. He's really helped out a lot with the bike. So, and not only that, he also attended the Rally du Maroc recently. Despite the fact that I was unable to go, he still attended the rally in support of Front Row GB and Stan Watt and Tim Foreman, who will also be on the team that I'll be racing with in Dakar. And he did that really off his own back because he wanted the experience, he wanted to understand rallying more, he wanted to have more time working on the bikes and to understand the bikes more. And really, I take my hat off to him for his dedication and time and effort that he's putting in to preparing himself for supporting me on the Dakar. I really do appreciate it, so big thanks, Dad, for all the effort that you're putting in now. I did 2 nights ago, did a presentation to the Ribble Valley TRF, Trail Riders Federation in the UK. That went really well for me. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and I think the amount of money towards my campaign that was raised through the raffle and the various other fun things that I do in my presentations really shows everybody's commitment towards me and wanting to help me. So massive thanks to everybody that went to the presentation and helped out in many ways to make it so worthwhile that night. So thank you very much for that. And finally, I'd just like to thank everybody that's bought support packages through my website so far. I can honestly say I could not do this without the support of everybody that's bought support packages. I still have jackets available. If people haven't got one yet and still thinking about getting one, please do so. They are going down in numbers, but they're still available, and the contribution is really required. I'm really grateful for everything everybody's doing to help me. It is a massive challenge. And that's it really, without anything more to say. Less than 60 days to go now to the Dakar. I'm really looking forward to it still, but I think all the pressure and build-up of getting the bike ready and getting all the gear ready and the spares and everything is really grinding at the moment. And I really just need to get through that, get to Le Havre, get through scrutineering, and then I've got a month to really get myself sorted out before I go to South America. So as I go through the bike build over the next week and a half, I probably won't be doing much in terms of updating. I'm going to be very busy. I have a full-time job to fit in as well, so I'm at work full-time also. So every evening and weekend I'll be busy working on the bike. So I will take pictures all the way through as I usually do, and I'll post updates and pictures on my website. And I'll also share details on all the modifications and changes that I'm making to the bike, which is quite a few. So I'll be looking forward to sharing those with you also. So thank you very much for listening. I hope this was a little bit easier than reading pages and pages of words. It certainly is easier for me to do this than it is to write thousands of words. So I'd appreciate if you prefer me to do this, let me know. And that's it for now. I'll sign off, and until next time, thank you everyone, and goodbye.